Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Xankath, the halfling fighter.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Ivan, an orc fighter and former crusader.
I'm Ashley, and I play Aklep the druid, a former member of the Burning Mammoth.
I'm Pavel, and I'm playing Luukallo, the skeleton sorcerer.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, the heroes re-entered the demon-cursed forest on the north side of Lost Mammoth Valley and encountered two goat-like demons starting a forest fire. They defeated both creatures, but in the course of doing so, they ignored the forest fire, which now threatens to grow out of control. It's growing faster every round. It's still Aklep's turn. He has just killed one of the creatures with needle darts and has one action left. The fire grows, and you know that even standing next to it is dangerous. What do you want to do?
I would like to use my expertise in nature to figure out how to stop this fire.
I'm not even going to make you roll for that. I'm going to just tell you some options.
Yeah.
You can smother one square with an athletics, nature, or survival check. A small amount of water, such as create water, hydraulic push, or rousing splash, clears a 5-foot area, and 1 square. A full bucket, if you had a bucket of water, could douse a 10 by 10 area, and cold effects only work if they are area of effect, and you know that they will be less effective than water.
Okay.
And I'll also tell you that the fire is on the verge of spreading out of control, and you won't be able to stop it once it does that.
So you would need a bucket and water, because there's no water nearby.
That's right.
Great. And you can smother it with what? With a blanket? Something you have?
Yeah, you could take a blanket or a cape or something and smother 1 square with an athletics, nature, or survival check.
Okay. Well, I've already used 2 actions, so even though someone told me that ash could stop this...
Ash?
There was the theory of smoke smothering it was discussed last time, I believe.
There was.
We weren't supposed to bring that back up.
Oh.
How dare you?
I mean, if you had something that could summon a pile of ash, you might be able to smother, depending on how large the area is, you might be able to smother several squares.
It's not a pile, it's a cloud. However, it takes 3 actions, of which I have 1.
Yeah.
And so Aklep is going to try to smother a corner with his... Wait, I can't even walk towards it. I would have to walk towards it.
Yeah.
Aklep is going to say all the ways that the party could try to stop this forest fire.
Okay.
To the party.
Do you want to give Grifka any actions, or do you want to move?
Ooh, yeah, I can give Grifka an action so that Grifka can move and try to put out smother a square.
Okay.
Yeah. And he won't even get hurt.
He won't even get hurt. He could just try to stamp it out.
You can go right in the middle.
Okay, yeah, I would allow that, but I would need him to do a nature, survival, or... Yeah, I would need him to do an athletics, nature, or survival check.
Okay. He's going to do a apparently athletics check.
Okay.
A 17 for Grifka to smother a square.
All right, so Grifka stomps on this fire, but you think maybe he's actually just kind of enjoying being in the fire. And he's not able to put it out. He's just sort of frolicking.
God, a 17 didn't do it?
Nope.
Like a dog in a puddle.
Yes, sort of like a dog in a puddle.
At least he tried.
That means it is the forest fire's turn. And on this turn, 6 more squares of fire erupt. With that, the fire is now officially out of control, and we are, for all practical purposes, out of combat. But that's not good news. What that means is, as you're watching this fire and you're watching Grifka sort of frolic in these flames, the fire suddenly spreads. It spreads to the undergrowth around you, and the undergrowth catches fire. The fire spreads to the pile of logs stacked nearby, and the logs erupt in flames. Trees nearby catch on fire as well, and in moments, the entire area around you is aflame. And you immediately realize it is now too late to get the fire under control. It is a full-fledged forest fire, and it will continue to spread rapidly and you are right at ground zero. You need to get out of here quickly. What do you want to do?
Leave.
Run.
Okay, which way are you running?
Where are we on the map? Are we in the Moor Forest, X?
I will show you on the Lost Mammoth Valley map. You are currently in the Moor Forest, Hex. It's kind of hard to see where you are exactly because of all the smoke. It's very disorienting. The fire is all around you. And you're going to take damage for every hour you are in this forest. And unfortunately, you're deep in this Hex. And that's going to make things difficult.
I think we want to go towards the river.
Yeah.
Since we reconnoitered this hex.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we know there's a river.
All right, you're going to flee toward the river. It should be a little faster to get there than it is to get out of the Hex. You think you could probably get there in an hour.
Yeah, let's book it west. East.
Which way is the wind blowing?
I need somebody to make a survival check to make sure that you head in the right direction.
Aklep has a plus 12.
I have a plus 10. I would like to aid.
All right, Xankath's going to aid.
It's 16 to aid.
That's a success.
A 29 survival check plus whatever the aid does.
That's a +1 from the aid, so that's a 30. All right, you succeed in leading the party down to the river. However, during the hour it takes to get there, you do all need to make a fortitude save to resist some of this fire and smoke damage.
I am still sickened. Can I say that at some point I took an action to retch and clear it?
I'm going to give you one chance to throw that sickened condition off.
Okay, so that's a fortitude, right?
Make a fortitude save.
13's not going to do it. I'm going to stay sickened.
It does not pass. You stay sickened during this time in the smoky forest.
And then it was also a fortitude save because we're in the woods, right?
That's right. I need a fortitude save from everyone as you try to flee through the woods.
I'm going to hero point mine because mine was a natural 1.
Lou got a 28.
That is a pass. Lou passes. Ivan, what'd you get?
27.
That also passes. Aklep
Aklep also got a 27.
and Xankath.
22 on my reroll.
All right, Xankath failed, but the rest of you are going to take half damage. All right, so everyone's going to take 6 damage except for Xankath, who takes 13 from smoke and fire. As you run down the hill, down the slope toward this river valley that passes through the forest, you reach the edge of the river and the fire is right behind you. You don't have much time. What do you want to do? The river is flowing pretty quickly south and then southeast. What do you want to do?
I can't swim. We've already tried this.
You could try to cut down trees to float on. You could try to very quickly build a raft. You could just jump in. You're pretty sure that the fire will spread because of the wind and the embers floating around. It will spread to the other side.
Xankath's pretty hurt. She's going to just go for it, and she's going in the water.
Okay, Xankath jumps in the water and is quickly washed downstream. Who else? What do the rest of you want to do?
Lou is looking at Ivan's heavy armor nervously.
Aklep is going to cast animal form.
Okay.
He's going to be a crocodile,
Oh,
and he's going to let Grifka get on his back
okay.
because Grifka would be very injured by the water.
He's going to be a little uncomfortable. Aklep suddenly transforms into a crocodile, slithers into the water, and Grifka climbs on, and they both float downstream in a more controlled manner than Xankath, although Xankath, I'll give you a chance for an athletics check in a moment. Ivan, Lou, what do you want to do? Your companions have just jumped in the water and started floating downstream.
If anyone else can get on the crocodile's back, like maybe Lou.
You're already carrying a medium creature.
Okay.
Yeah, how big is a crocodile?
I also had an orca form, but I just didn't think I could fit in the river.
Sure.
That would be, yeah, I think you would just end up sort of flapping around, flopping around in the river. I don't think that would help much.
Is it a very deep river? Can we just kind of wade downstream?
It is hard to tell because it's moving quickly. You would guess that there are deep parts. Parts of it look kind of shallow, but the water is moving roughly.
So here's the situation. There's a door is floating by, and only one person can fit on it.
That's how it always is.
Definitely only one. There's absolutely no way both of these people can fit on this door. So, anyway, I don't know. Tell me if I gotta make a craft check to make a door, or if really just a log would even probably work, I guess.
What I need is a survival check just to cut down trees quickly.
Can I grant him guidance on that?
You can.
Okay. Natural 1. Get out of here.
Hero point.
Yeah. Sure. I'll use my hero point. 24 on the reroll.
All right, with a 24, you suddenly remember, oh, right, my sword is pretty tough. It's sharp. I could use that. Maybe to your sword's detriment, you hack away at the tree. With a little bit of effort, you are able to quickly cut some smaller trees. Now, if you want to craft them into a raft, you need a quick craft check.
Drowning is bad, so I'll try it. 23 to do something with some wood.
All right, you take some saplings and wrap them around these logs that you've thrown together, maybe with some help from Lou. I need you both to make a fortitude save.
17.
Ooh, there's a 19 for me this time.
All right, you both failed this save. You both take 18 points of damage from smoke and fire.
Oh!
And you are actually both singed as the plants near the river catch on fire. But you push into the river.
Ooh, there's only room for one of us. I'm sorry.
You could probably put Lou on this raft. You spent all these actions to make a raft. You could put Lou on it.
Oh, look, Lou, I've managed to make you a space on the corner over here. You can... I will never let you go. And Ivan does. Goodbye.
Lou immediately scrambles on and holds his hand out for Ivan.
Come on, we can both fit.
Are you getting on the raft as well, I assume? You're not just shoving me off into the river?
Come on, get on. Get on.
What? Yeah, of course. Ivan is surprisingly less concerned about whether you're getting on the raft or not. He thinks you're a bag of bones.
Can I just make a quick inquiry, even though my character's not there? How's Ivan looking, health-wise?
Ivan's looking bad.
Okay. I just thought I should point that out to others that were in the group.
Well, as you get on the raft, from my corner of the raft, I'm gonna heal you.
All right, you have time for one healing spell. There's no time for using medicine as a check, but if Aklep wants to use anything on himself or Grifka, or if Lou wants to cast a spell on Ivan, you have time for one healing spell.
I don't know if I can be a crocodile casting a spell.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you can't.
Ivan, you get 22 hit points back as you get on the raft.
That's a lot. Thank you.
You float down the river. You need Xankath to make an athletics check.
Any chance I could make an argument for pretty much anything else? Acrobatics?
Nope. Swimming is usually an athletics check. If you were trying to do something specific to acrobatics, I would allow it, but you're swimming. Yeah, you could try a nature check to try to see if maybe it'll help you anticipate some rocks up ahead.
I'll take nature.
Is there anything you're trying to do with it?
Just, find out where the least dangerous path through the river is.
Okay, I'm going to do that to give you a little bonus on your athletics check that you're going to have to make anyway. You got to make an athletics check to make it down this river safely, but I'm going to let you make a nature check to maybe help you a little bit.
15.
No, I'm afraid you are too overwhelmed by the water that is splashing over your little body, and it is very difficult to maintain any kind of vigil over where you are, what's about to come up, and you smash into some rocks. You don't take any damage, but it's just really hard to tell where you are. Now, Aklep, I think crocodiles have a swim speed, don't they?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so you don't need to roll anything. You just navigate down the river. In fact, I'll let you make a perception check and see if you can see Xankath.
Okay. 27.
All right, a 27. So you can see Xankath's little form. She's trying to look around her and get her bearings, but she's sort of smashing up against some rocks, and then she goes under. She comes back up. Xankath, make an athletics check, whether you like it or not.
I'm going to regret asking this, but I assume heroism has probably run out at this point.
How long was the duration of heroism?
Check.
Isn't it 10 minutes per level or something?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Oh, yeah, then it's gone. I'm sorry.
Oh, 26.
26. You sort of catch your breath. You sort of stop panicking and get your body under control. And Aklep, you can see that Xankath has managed to get control and is swimming as best she can down this turbulent river. And you can see smoke and flames are making their way down the riverbank almost as fast as the river's going. And you flow down. You're not going to be able to really control your path, but you can prevent yourself from drowning. You float down the river toward a fork up ahead. Now, I need much lower DC check, athletics check, from Ivan, who's in control of this raft. Or you could do survival, if you'd rather do survival.
Lou, this may seem strange, but I'm going to put your whole body into water and use you like
a rudder.
I'm going to use you like a rudder. Are you ready for this?
I have so many follow-up questions, but now is not the time. I will never be ready, so just do it. Just like count to 3, but do it on 2, you know?
Trust me, it will work. I've done this before. Lou, you're squiggling too much. You must stay still and sturdy.
It's cold.
And I rolled a 2, so it's 17.
That is not a success. So you are not able to direct the raft. The raft bounces roughly from rock to rock, nearly coming apart over the rapids. You desperately try to hold on and avoid falling into the rough water. Eventually, you see this fork in the water up ahead. And let's switch maps here. All right, first to arrive on the shore is Xankath. You can't quite control where you land, but you've succeeded on your athletics check, so I'm going to put you here, right at the edge of this fork in the river. And then a little bit behind you are Aklep and Grifka. As you're floating and you wash up on this shore, and in control, you're not about to drown, you're not spitting up water, but you can't really control the flow of the river. You wash up on the shore, and you see immediately that something is strange about this place. Specifically, there is blood spattered all over the shore of this fork in the river, this middle path, middle island, and something's not right here. The ground here, of course, at the shore is damp and soggy, but it looks kind of swampy and wet beyond as well. You can see some low brush on the ground here. There's blood and gore. It looks like it's probably from animals staining the banks of this section of the river all around you. As you wash up on the shore, you immediately hear what sounds like a moose call not far away. And I need several people to roll initiative.
I thought it was really weird that I didn't have, like, I still had a ton of spell slots, but then I realized that the last guys we fought were, like, immune to fire, so I just didn't cast a lot of spells. So this is great.
Yeah.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll initiative.
Okay. As you move onto the shore, you were sort of in control. You landed in a controlled manner. I'm going to give you a little bit of time here. You can see in the distance several mooses moving toward you, and you can't see them on the map yet, but they're going to be here very shortly. They're going to take their actions after you take yours. They're going to start entering the combat then. And you can also see a strange humanoid figure with antlers coming out of the side of its head. Looks maybe familiar, you're not sure. I'm going to let Xankath go first here. She's on the shore. Go ahead, Xankath.
What direction are they coming from? Are they coming from
the northeast? They're coming from this bit of land that you're on.
Okay. I'm going to try to get rid of this sickness again. So I'm going to retch.
Okay, good idea. Yeah.
25.
Success. Yes. Good job.
I'm going to do battle medicine on myself to try to get some health back.
Okay.
Going DC 20. It's a 26.
That's a success.
I get 24 health back.
All right. Just for the sake of the listener, where are you now in terms of health?
I'm at 43, which is about half.
Okay. And what else? One more action.
I draw my sword.
Okay, cool. Good choices, smart choices from Xankath. And now the mooses begin charging into the area. So I'm going to make them all visible, as does the other creature. So first moose.
Wait, I'm confused.
Yes.
My initiative was the highest.
So because Xankath is in the front of this group and she succeeded on her roll, I'm having her sort of act first. That's her reward. You're also going to actually act before several of the creatures. It's a slightly weird arrangement, but a couple of the mooses are going to move up, and then you'll get to go, and then the other creatures will go.
Okay.
I assume now that I can see Antler Guy, reminiscent of burning mammoths?
No.
No. Okay.
No. But you are pretty sure you've seen something like this before.
Okay.
Here we go. First moose charges up to Xankath.
Glad that I'm on this bit of land so they can't all charge at me at once. At least that's something.
Yeah, that's a big advantage. So it strides twice to get up to you.
Okay.
But actually it's going to do what's called a thundering charge. Strides twice and then makes an antler strike. Let's see if it can hit. 27.
Yeah, that hits.
You can't do your nimble dodge thing?
That only gets me to 26.
Okay. And the damage is this. 16 points of damage, and I need you to make a fortitude save.
Okay. 18?
That is a success. You are not stunned.
That's good.
And that's very good, because that removes some of your actions. So, that's excellent. You are not stunned. And that is the end of the creature's... No, I'm sorry. 2 actions to Thundering Charge. 1 more action. It can try again to hit you. It has a penalty. It's going to try to strike at you with a hoof, but of course it's going to take the map. Unfortunately, I rolled a natural 20.
Well, that's... Yeah, that hits.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go. 22 points of damage.
That hurt a lot.
Oh boy. That's a lot. The other moose runs up behind the first moose, but can't get out onto this projection of land to get to Xankath, so it just sort of stomps behind the first moose. They both look wild. I mean, there are wild animals, but they look enraged or even maddened. There's just something wrong with these creatures. Another moose... Wait a second, have I got too many moose? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nope. This moose also runs up behind the first mooses, and then Aklep, it's your turn, and I'm also going to give you a nature check, a free nature check here, as you're swimming up from a distance.
Neato.
Give me a nature check.
Okay. I'm going to find it, and then I'm going to roll it, and it's going to get a 26.
A 26. You look at this weird humanoid creature in the back of the group, and you recognize it as a demon.
Ugh, frig.
It's a kind of demon called a Roru. You faced one before.
Was it in the cave?
It was in the cave. That's right.
Hey, I
Yep.
win.
And you know that one of the things this creature does is it jumps into the corpses of dead animals and uses their fur like armor that absorbs damage.
Oh, God, that guy.
I hate that thing.
I hate that guy.
Now, there are no dead animals for it to jump into
Yet.
So keep that in mind. And that's your turn. You may now act, you and Grifka. You know Xankath is badly hurt.
Okay. I did a nature check. I would like to know a different thing. Can moose swim?
They can, but these don't seem to be doing it. And you know they're not going to be able to do a lot of attacking if they get in the water. They can swim. I'm going to give you a little bit more information about this creature, too. You know, of course, as a demon, it's weak to cold iron or holy weapons. And what else? If you had an animal or beast in your group, it could try to incite them to attack someone else, you know, one of you. But you don't have one. I'll give you one other piece of information. Do you want to know about what is anathema to this demon? Do you want to know something about its spells?
I want to know, what will hurt it, or anathema to it.
Okay, so what this kind of demon hates is when someone tries to command an animal and that fails.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
So maybe I shouldn't calm these things?
Or you could try, and if it fails, that would hurt the demon.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm a crocodile.
Yep.
Okay, so my thought was I could, pull Xankath to the other shore. But honestly, where we are right now is really good because only one moose at a time can attack, essentially.
Right.
And so I feel like maybe we want that more than we don't want that.
Also, they're not very big, the branches of this river. I feel like a moose could take 2 steps and be across it pretty easy.
I did a crazy thing, and I'm moving like a psycho. I'm not trying to move like a psycho. I'm trying to. I got swim speed, but then I'm gonna be on land, and I don't know how that works.
Well, it's an action to swim up, and then it's an action once you're on the land to stride. So
Great, love that. So I can swim up right here. All right, and then Grifka is I don't know where he's gonna end up. Here? Yeah. Grifka, that's very dangerous for you. I don't love it.
are you staying as a crocodile?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay as a crocodile. What's the point?
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that.
Well, hold up. No, it's actually probably better if I'm... Why am I gigantic?
Because crocodiles are large.
Oh. Okay, I would actually like to not crocodile, though.
Oh, you want to not crocodile? You want to switch back to normal?
Yeah, I forgot the whole conversation where I was going to try to calm these creatures.
Okay.
And so I would like to be normal.
All right, so you take an action in the spell.
Man, this is a lot of actions. Okay, so I swam. That was one action. Into the spell. That was another action. Next action, I would like to calm these dudes.
All right, so you're going to try... what is that?
Nature? I mean, they're moose. So I don't think it's diplomacy.
Yeah.
Did Aklep point out that this guy's a Raru?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
You can now, I guess, now that you've switched to human form. Yeah.
Yeah, now that you're not a crocodile anymore, sure.
Xankath, we don't want to harm these moose. That demon will jump at its body and fight us.
Oh, God, what are those again?
All right, so I got some news that you're not going to like.
Good, I love that.
Wait a second, you also... Yeah, so you did the spell. Yeah, so calming down some animals normally uses the... Is there an animal handling skill?
There's a feat that's called Tame Animal. Is that what you're... There's not a skill.
There's not a skill for it?
There's not a skill for animals.
Right, okay.
I feel like we've used nature in the past, but...
Yeah. You don't have the tame animal feat. Maybe you could calm them down. Maybe that would work.
I have animal empathy.
What does that do?
Oh no, I don't want to talk about that. But I have previously calmed down some wolves using nature. But animal empathy is... No, this is asking questions of and receiving answers from animals. I don't want to have the... I'm just getting to calm down.
Why are you angry?
Yeah, that's not going to work.
I could try. Can I command them to calm down with nature?
You're going to try to calm this animal down. Yeah, go ahead, and we'll just let you make nature check against the animal's will DC.
Great. Aklep is going to try to calm this animal down as he tells Xankath,
We can't kill these moose. We must calm them.
Actually, you're going to have to overcome, I think, the Roru's DC. Yeah.
we got a 25.
And that actually matches the Roru's difficulty. So you actually succeed. You calm down this moose.
You weren't supposed to succeed. You were supposed to fail to make him angry. Come on.
Well, it's good either way, right? You calm it down and it won't attack.
It's true.
Let's move on then. That was a successful action by Aklep. This moose right here is calmed. The other moose look wild and uncontrollable behind it. They're all stamping at the ground, trying to get over to Grifka and Xankath. And you already took all your actions, and Grifka took all his actions, so that's it, right?
I guess Grifka had to move.
Move, right. All right. The Roru gets to go. and it is pretty unhappy with what you've just done, and it still thinks you look pretty vulnerable. So it disappears from where it currently is,
Gah.
and suddenly appears behind Xankath.
Oh, okay.
That's a cool thing that it can do, jerk.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
It dimension doors at will.
Ugh. Rude.
It's going to try to bite her.
Uh-huh.
Here we go. I rolled a natural 1.
That misses.
It does, in fact, miss.
He has a plus 18? Good lord.
Yep.
I want
Yep.
that.
You guys fought one of these at like level 4.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But even then, I had more than 5 HP, so...
Yes. Yes. So the creature disappears and appears behind you, but it's facing the wrong way. And it takes a moment to catch its bearings, and by the time it's turned around to snap at you, you are ready. And it just badly misses you. Really a stupid move on the part of this dumb creature. All right. And that means it is another moose's turn, and this angry, stomping moose runs up into this area. Xankath, it's your turn.
Well, thank you for coming to me. I suppose I'm going to turn and I'm going to start stabbing.
Okay. You have an ally adjacent to it.
I do. So it is off guard to me.
How's the raft doing?
The raft is on the way, but it took a while to build.
31 to hit.
That is a hit.
Okay. I do get sneak attack because of friend Grifka. That is 13 damage.
And is that a cold iron weapon?
It is.
It does some extra damage. As the creature recoils from you and makes a weird groaning noise as you stab it with this cold iron dagger. Or excuse me, cold iron short sword.
Yep, just gonna keep stabbing. It's about all I've got at this point. 19.
19. That is not a hit.
Yep, one more time. 26.
That is a hit.
And another 15 damage.
All right, little Xankath stabs at this creature as it looms over her. She stabs it in the legs repeatedly, and it groans, cries out, and it seems really surprised. It was really not expecting you, this half-drowned halfling, washing up on the shore, to put up any kind of fight whatsoever.
It's not impressive. Like, this is frantic stabbing from a dying person.
All right, the big moose just sort of stands there. The one that's next to you looks confused. It has been calmed. Actually, it's starting in this predatory aura. I think it's going to have to make a save. It's going to have to make a save to avoid becoming frightened. Let's do, it's a will save. Natural 1. So the moose panics.
Oh, don't panic. Stay there. Attacks its friends?
No, let's see, it becomes frightened 1, frightened 2 on a critical failure, so that's it. Can't attack the Roru. Yeah, it becomes frightened 2, and I think, quite reasonably, is going to flee.
I don't want it to flee.
And it flees into the water. Unfortunately, it's going to move much slower in the water. So that it moves a little bit, and it moves a little bit more, and gets to the opposite shore. And that is the end of that moose's turn. Another moose gets to go, and it steps up to Grifka and attacks poor little Grifka. Poor medium-sized, ordinary on-fire Grifka. I shouldn't say poor or little. And it's going to start with an antler attack. Another natural 1.
Woof.
Oh boy. Is that 3 in a row?
Yeah. That's maybe not in a row, but it's definitely 3.
All right. Well, it misses Grifka, kicking over Grifka's head or swinging its antlers over Grifka's head. Then it spins around and tries to kick him.
This is so rude.
Rolls an 18.
That does not hit Grifka.
All right. It just kicks right over Grifka's head lump thing.
It's not used to such short guys.
Yeah. It just kicks right over and misses. And that is the end of that moose's turn. And another moose. This moose just steps up, frantically stomping the ground, trying to figure out what to do. Can't really get through. I guess it'll jump into the water and move a short distance and then move again. Yeah, trying to get over to where Grifka is uses up the rest of its movement and actions. Aklep, it's your turn. You are now in Aklep shape. There's this weird creature demon thing here, the Roru. It is attacking Xankath. Xankath is about to keel over. She's in rough shape, but boy, is she dishing out damage.
Aklep would like to try to calm the moose that's on the land adjacent to Grifka, the one that was attacking him.
Okay, that's an action if you want to try another nature check.
Yeah, he's going to nature him. Oh, it was only a 21, though.
That fails, and your failure to instruct the animal to calm down seems to inflict sudden pain on this demonic creature as it grabs its head and moans, and it takes some damage from this. It takes 4d6 mental damage.
That's pretty good.
18 points of mental damage.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, it really doesn't like it when someone fails to command an animal in its presence.
I'm not upset about it, but I'm just so confused by that mechanic.
Well, as much as I would love to continue failing, the next action that Aklep will do is to cast heal on his buddy, Xankath. And we're going to use the rank 3 heal, 2 action heal, so yeah, it's good.
Yes.
Heal versus living.
Can I just say that the taking damage from the thing is called disobedience vulnerability? Excellence.
This is a 36 healing.
Ugh, bless you.
Dang.
All right, Xankath is back in the fight.
And then Grifka, he still gets an action. Man, can he calm animals down?
No, I don't think so.
He'll be terrible at it.
That's perfect. Well, if he can't do it, then he's just gonna whip his tendril at the guy. So that would be a 26 to hit.
That is a hit.
Great. So he does 10 fire damage.
All right, you've really inflicted some pain on this creature. Struck by this tendril of fire, and it doesn't suffer any special damage from that, but it also doesn't like it.
Sure.
And on its turn, the creature decides, you know what, I may have bitten off more than I can chew here. I think I will move back a bit from this combat and let my mooses do the work. It's got 3 actions. First action is going to take a claw attack on Xankath with a 30 to hit.
That hits. Doesn't feel good, though.
Not a critical hit. 24 points of damage. And then with its last 2 actions, since this position is so dangerous, it decides it's going to dimension door away, farther away from all of you behind its moose friends. And that's the end of the Roru's turn. Moose, this big, unfriendly, panicky, wild moose, steps up to Aklep. And can't do any cool charging things. It's going to do a kick. It turns around and tries to kick at Aklep. 29 to hit.
That does hit.
All right. Actually, it's a 27. It's got a -2 penalty for this kick attack.
It does still hit.
Okay. So it does its regular damage plus an extra 1d8. So here comes the regular damage. And then the extra 1d8. That's a total of 13 points of damage as it kicks you with both of its hind hoofs.
Owie.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. And then it tries to turn around and hit you with an antler. A 20.
That does not hit.
Oh, and actually it's worse than that. I needed to take the map. It's actually a 15.
Excellent. That does not hit.
All right, so that's the end of its turn. Xankath, it's your turn. You still have a newly present moose that has stomped through the water to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right next to you in Grifka. You're pretty sure you could take a moose.
I'm pretty sure I could take a moose, but I don't want to kill any of the mooses.
I mean, can you do non-lethal hits?
No, all we need to do is calms. Even if you're bad at it. Diplomacy that moose.
I'm not bad at it, though. That's the problem. I'm going to try to calm the moose that is nearest to me.
Make that nature check.
23, which I think fails.
It does. You try to calm this moose down, and the moose is not persuaded. This situation seems pretty extreme, and the moose says, don't tell me to calm down.
I mean, that's fair. It's rude to, tell somebody to calm down.
And as a result, the Roru takes some damage from your failed attempt to command this animal. Being a little generous with the command animal idea here, but that's okay. 13 points of mental damage to this creature.
I'm going to keep trying to calm this creature down.
Okay.
So 25. So works that time?
It does work. You manage to calm down this creature.
Okay.
And it sort of blinks and looks around and doesn't really understand why it's so angry and upset. Although the situation is pretty weird. What else you want to do?
I do have the tame animal feat. Just, in case we want to take a moose back to the following.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This moose is like, hey, wow, you calmed me down. Thanks, buddy.
I'm going to try to also calm down the other one that's beside Grifka. 32. That's a crit.
That's a natural 20. All right. Success. This moose also says, what am I doing? Where am I? Why am I so upset? What's that weird creature with antlers behind me?
I'm just going to instruct both of my new friend mooses to go across the water where they'll be safe and out of the way.
They seem amenable to this idea. Anything else you want to do?
Okay. Well, I mean, that went better than I really wanted it to, but it's not a bad thing. Okay. Nope. That's it. That's all 3 of my actions.
All right. The moose that is already across the river, the first one that ran away, decides that it's still pretty scary and it doesn't know any of you and it's out of here.
It's fair.
And so that's its action. It just says, I'm gone. That moose leaves. The next moose, this one says, yes, I very much agree with your suggestion to cross the river and then get to the other side. Maybe just move farther away from that weird creature over there.
Yeah.
And then the other moose that is next to Grifka and Xankath, the first one you calmed down last round, or your last turn, also says, yes, I agree with your plan. I am going to move far away and get out of here. And that leaves only one moose and the weird demon.
Woo.
Aklep, it is your turn. There's an angry moose next to you, and then there's a demon farther away. And actually, at the start of this round, Lou and Ivan appear upstream on this makeshift raft.
Oh, there we are.
All right. And that brings us to Aklep. What do you want to do? Go ahead and let me put you guys in combat so you can roll initiative.
We're proud of them for making it.
We're proud of them for making it. I agree.
Lou got a 24 for his initiative.
Great.
21 for eyeball.
Aklep would like to calm down the final moose.
Okay. Make a nature check.
It was a 22.
That did not succeed, and the Roru seems really disappointed by your incompetence at calming down this moose. So it takes some damage. 14 points of damage. Okay.
Poor guy. I will cast a spell at the Roru.
Okay.
If I can see him.
You can. If it's a spell that requires an attack roll, I'm going to give him some cover.
Okay. Yes, I will produce flame.
Classic.
So this is an attack roll. It is 21.
That misses. Your flame goes sailing past it as it ducks out of the way.
Okay, and Grifka gonna run behind Xankath.
Sure.
Anything else you want to do? I guess that's it, right? Those are all your actions?
Those are all my actions.
Okay. The Roru is going to, let's see, you still got a moose between you and it, but it can't really do much from here. It's going to take a couple steps here up to the water's edge and try to command this moose to get back into the fight.
Maybe he can fail and hurt himself.
Yeah.
Okay, that's too far away. So he needs to move a little closer. So the Roru steps further into the... How close do I need to be? Does that be 30? No, he actually can't get close enough. Okay, never mind. Can't get close enough to the moose to command it. So, never mind.
Good job, Moose. Well done.
All right, well, instead of just taking damage every turn from you guys messing with it, he'll stride forward. What's the move of this creature? 40. Oh my gosh.
As a fast guy.
All right, he'll stride forward twice and take one attack on Xankath with his big pointy claws. That is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
18 points of damage.
Xankath is a down.
No.
Xankath is now dying 1. The Roru now turns its attention to Aklep, but that's the end of its turn. It had to stride twice to get there. Lou, you can see that there is a fight going on. You can see that Xankath and Aklep are fighting some sort of weird creature that's got horns coming out of its head and apparently no skin. And it's clawing at Xankath, who has just fallen to the ground. Aklep is standing bravely right in front of the creature. Grifka is now cowering behind Xankath's unconscious form. And there's a big unhappy moose also next to Aklep.
All right. Ivan, look, they made it. They're alive. Uh-oh, never mind. Hold on a second.
And Lou is going to use his respell ability and cast Heal on Xankath. Let's just go ahead and make sure she's up and about. So I'm going to cast 2-action Heal on her.
Oh, cool.
Very cool.
Get ready for a lot of healing. 45.
Holy cow. 45 hit points.
Much appreciated.
And she is now wounded 1.
And that is all 3 of my actions.
Okay.
Ivan, paddle over there.
Ivan, you're going to move on your turn, whether you like it or not. You're going to move a little bit downstream. You can move faster if you want.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You want to just let it float 30 feet?
I don't know. Let me map it out here. Yeah, sure. We could move it faster.
Okay. So if you spend a move action, you can move it all the way up to the shore.
Nice. Let's do it.
All right. So you move it all the way up to the shore. The raft bumps against the sand here, the rocks that haven't been eroded by the rushing stream, and you are now on the land. You've got 2 actions left.
What a disaster to arrive to. What the heck is going on?
Yes. You can see that there are weirdly, semi-panicked looking mooses. Maybe they better described as confused looking mooses standing around.
Aklep fills them in. He's like,
Calm the moose or attack the demon.
Okay, well, so is this moose that's standing next to the evil, awful bad guy still upset, still attacking and stuff?
Oh yeah, it's very unfriendly.
I'm gonna metagame, and Ivan is going to try to calm the moose twice. He has a nature of +1. He is going to be failing.
Okay.
Listen, moose, you must chill. 4.
All right, the moose does not chill. And in fact, this seems to upset this strange demonic creature who takes 14 points of damage.
I think we're going to mentally damage this creature to death.
And with his last action, Ivan says, "No, Moose, seriously, you need to calm down." 19.
Does not work. It does not work. The weird demonic creature cradles his head in his hands, screams a weird alien scream, and then just collapses to the ground, and then kind of disappears in smoke.
Good job, kind of.
And this final moose appears to still be upset. I'm going to let it make a save here. Not quite good enough. Yeah, it tries to shake off whatever's going on, but it does not succeed, and it decides it's going to try to kick Aklep again. So, let's see here. 27 to hit.
yeah, that hits.
All right, so it kicks at Aklep with both legs for a total of 23 points of damage,
Owie.
Yikes.
and then spins around and tries to hit him with an antler. 10. It's a miss. And that is now Xankath's turn. Xankath, there's still this one wild moose that's kicking at and flailing its head at Aklep. The demon has disappeared.
Xankath is laying on the ground on her back, staring up the sky and thinking, why is it always these demon skin-wearing creatures that this happens with? And she's going to look over at the moose from the ground and be like, no, it's okay. Calm down. And I'm going to try to calm this moose down.
Okay.
It's a 16.
Does not work.
I'm going to try again.
Okay.
It's a 15.
And the moose appears uninterested in your pleas.
Xankath is having a day. One more time. It's a 23.
It does not work. You've got to overcome the DC of the creature, of the Roru.
Yep. And she just kind of laughs. Little unhinged. It's been a day.
Okay. The other mooses... Let's see, this moose... Which moose is this? This is the moose that just completely ran away. It just keeps running. The moose to the northwest on the other side of the river just sort of looks around.
Mm-hmm.
There's no weird demon creature left, and it starts chewing on some plants. And then the moose to the southwest sort of strolls over next to its friend and looks confused and also begins chewing on some plants. Aklep.
Yeah. Aklep is going to try to calm down this moose that keeps hurting him.
Okay.
It's not going well. It's a 19.
Nope. Didn't work.
Aklep's going to try again really, really hard.
Okay.
Oh my god. He tried just as hard as before. It was a 19 again.
The moose says, you already said that. I wasn't persuaded before. It's not going to persuade me this time. You're just repeating yourself. I'm still really upset.
Aklep is going to give guidance. Wait, no. Does that do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a skill check. Who's good at nature? Let's see. He's going to give...
I mean, Xankath has tame animal. You could probably...
He's going to give guidance to Xankath.
I might be immune to guidance. Isn't it like a 24-hour thing?
Oh, yeah, I think it is. It's 24 hours or 1 hour?
It's temporarily immune for 1 hour.
1 hour.
Oh, then I'm good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you are
cool.
now available then. Yes.
Lovely.
Done. You now have +1 bonus to your next attempt to calm this darn moose.
Ashley, you and I both have good natures, and I don't know what's happening here. Like, one of us should have succeeded on those 5 rolls.
I am the best.
It's infuriating, yes. It takes 1 action to calm it down, or who knows how many actions to kill it.
Yep. Okay. Lou, it's your turn.
How is this moose looking?
Uninjured. Panicky. Upset. It keeps kicking poor Aklep.
Cool. Okay.
Aklep sighs heavily.
All right. Well, I do have a calm spell. Let's try calming down the moose.
Okay.
Okay. It must make a will save. DC 22.
Okay, let's see if this moose can make a will save. That is a 14.
That is a failure.
All right, the moose, like its friends, looks around, realizes there's really nothing here to be upset about except maybe the blood of little small animals that have been slaughtered all over the place.
No.
And says, yeah, this is strange. Where was that thing? Wasn't I upset by something? Oh, look at this plant. And it decides to start chewing on this bush here. And and you are out of combat.
Okay.
And eventually the other moose kind of comes wandering back. Oh, everybody's chill here? Everybody's good? All right, cool.
What was that thing?
So you are all safe as you watch the forest fire in the distance spread and consume the entire forest.
So, like, are we talking the more forest hex and the demon forest hex?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Oh, no.
Does it spread into the plains?
It does not.
Cool.
Well, that's good at least.
Nope, it just burns these 2 forests hexes. And you are now in this hex to the southeast, and that means I need to uncover some hexes here. Hang on.
I mean, it was a demon forest, so, like, It doesn't seem terrible that we burned down the demon forest.
Guys, we killed demons and burned down a whole demon forest. I mean, we're winning.
There's a lot of demon killing happening. Yeah, like demons increasing somehow.
Yeah, so many demons.
And it just keeps going up as we go east. I don't love that.
Yeah, you're definitely following the path of Medwalk.
Yeah, it's like there's a world wound over here or something.
Huh.
What is this you speak of? This is the first I've heard of this.
Huh.
Ivan's never heard of that before.
Nope. Brand new information.
All right, so what do you want to do now? You are all catching your breath on the side of this river. There are these mooses that have just started grazing around you. They seem pretty friendly to you since Xankath has the tame animal feat. She's able to convince them all to just sort of chill out and hang out with you.
Yep.
Okay, listen. When we tell the Dryad's brother about this, the demons burned down the forest. Okay, it wasn't us. And that's even technically true. So, that's the story we're going with, yes?
It's not a story, it's true.
That's the spirit.
Fire will cleanse the earth, and then life will grow anew.
It was deep, bro.
Do you want to spend the rest of the day sort of resting?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. You can even reconnoiter this hex. You've traveled into it already.
Can we hand wave healing, or would you like some rolls?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so go ahead and put yourselves up to full. You can rest. You've traveled today. You can reconnoiter the hex tomorrow. Unless you want to just move out of the hex. You could also just move out of the hex. You don't have to reconnoiter it.
I feel like we should.
No, I think we reconnoiter it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we probably dealt with a big thing in it anyway.
Okay.
Remind me, when we rest, do we get our full max HP back, or is it a die roll situation?
You're going to be doing healing checks repeatedly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you shouldn't even use the healing spells. You should just use treat wounds. Because if something were to happen, you would want to keep the spells available.
Between treat wounds and healing spells, everybody can get back to full.
Okay. Yeah, that was basically my question. Should I burn all my spell slots before we rest for the night? Okay.
No, you should just assume that the treating wounds, I'm not going to have you guys roll 30 times until you're all healed. So you all heal up, but you don't recover your spell slots until the next day. But the next day does arrive without incident. These moose still continue to hang around you.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with the moose. I don't really want to go back to the following, but also, it's fine for now.
Yeah, they're just sort of following you around. It's almost like you're part of their herd.
It's cute.
We'll find out what you discover in this hex in 2 weeks. Thanks for listening to Tales of Bob. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Blue Sky, Facebook, and Instagram at The House of Bob, or by chatting with us on Discord, and most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/The House of Bob. This show is possible due to all our patrons, who get exclusive one-shots, campaigns, and other cool stuff. You can also listen to the House of Bob podcast, which, unlike Tales of Bob, is not clean, but is a lot of fun, with campaigns in different systems, such as D&D, Pathfinder, The Sprawl, Frontier Scum, and much more. Art and music are by Mike. Audio editing is by Christina. Thanks again for listening, and roll on. You guys can't hear the cat crying outside the door, can you?
A little bit. Actually, yes, I can.
Okay, hang on a moment.
Yes, I can now that you say it and now that you are quiet.
All right. Yeah, hang on. Let me take care of this cat.
That was my soundtrack last night.
Oh no, Mike's gonna kill a cat.
Live on audio. Listening with young children, you may want to ask them to leave the room.
Anybody remember anything with this antler thing? I don't remember anybody with antlers.
No, I can't control left through my paper notes.
It might be the thing. Remember the wagon full of things that we were following for a little bit and decided not to fight?
Guys?
I don't remember if they had antler guys or not, but they did have I don't know.
Searching antler in my
creatures.
notes doesn't get me anything, so...
They had undead mounts. Look, try horns.
I thought it was one of those dead creatures, like what was it that we fought?
They had dead horses.
No, I thought it's one of those dead creatures from the cave.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah,
that could be it. That was a long time ago, and...
Oh yeah, those things sucked.
Yeah. They were not great.
Yeah, those things had antlers too.
Yeah, but he did not have 4 moose.
Unfortunately, the water is freezing cold, and Lou sort of just freezes and slides off the raft.
My hand just sinking into the water.
Ivan doesn't even notice. So, Lou, you hang on. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. A moose once bit my sister.
I don't. What? I feel like that's a. Oh, is that like you got to tell the story now?
No, it's a Monty Python reference.
Oh my gosh. Monty Python people. There's 2 types of people in the world: Monty Python people and not Monty Python people.
Yeah.
Be careful what you say. They are everywhere, and they're always listening.
And we have strong feelings.
Oh, I know they're everywhere, and they are ever present. I was once in a theater watching a Monty Python film, and the person next to me would not stop saying every word of the movie as it happened.
Now that's annoying. That is unacceptable.
We do not accept that person as a Monty Python fan.
Oh gosh.
It was awful. And the worst part was it was just before people said anything. It like not just after or right on time. It was just before. Anyway.
Unacceptable. Throw them out.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I'm sure they're doing fine.
I hope they're not.